Shalom. And I want to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach, Chodesh. Double honors to my teachers, dad, apostles, and others of great millstone. And salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity. And your few Akwith as well, that's listening with sincerity. I'm the brother Machaya from the camp GMS Montreal, coming back with another lesson. And in this one, I'm most likely going to title it, A True Prophet of the Lord will be hated by the world, not loved. Okay, and this lesson was inspired by, well, I just finished watching the lesson from the brother, well, the head of our camp here, the brother Napash. Okay, he just made a lesson on the praises that these false
Whatever.
prophets are getting, man, which I finished the whole video, you know. But, yeah, man, you know, he brought up, I think, two videos. One, a particular man praising Gorilla Hebrew, saying that, basically he said, when I met him, it was like meeting Jesus. He's so stoic and this, that, the third. He's glazing this nigga. You know, even after what just recently occurred with the madness that he's doing. You know, we call him Pegasus. You know, if you're in the know, you know what recently came out of the things that he's doing. But here it is yet. Hey, the world is loving him. They're praising him, you know. But yeah, man, hey, this is what to be expected from these false prophets. They will receive the love of the world, man. Which, you know, go subscribe and, you know, turn on the post notifications to the brother's channel, you know. Brings out edifying lessons. All right, so let's get this. And First John, and also the other video was about Bishop Nate, the IUIC as well, you know, with the recent thing that the recent voyage in Kenya, you know, people were praising them and this, that, the third, or whatnot. But let's read this. 1 John 4, and I'm gonna go to the point. And in verse 4, it says, "Ye are of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore they speak of the world, and the world heareth them." You see, these guys are of the world. Your so-called Gorilla Hebrew, Alizé, okay, Bishop of the Nate, of the IUIC, all these different false camps, that's false teachers, they're of the world. That's why they get the praise of the world, regardless of what their actions are, even though they do all type of wickedness. You know, that would be like unspeakable. Things that if the GMS were to do it, hey, man, shit. The hate that we'd be getting, man. Already right now, we're getting hate for just speaking the truth. You know, Deuteronomy 22, going into the grape, we get a lot of hate for that. Right, but here it is, you know, man, here it is, mans like these, Alizé, you know, taking the peg up the rectum. He's getting praise. And he's supposed to be a leader of the nation of Israel, right? So-called leader, which is not, he ain't no leader, okay? Yeah, because, hey, he's of the world. That's why he's getting praise from the world. The world is glazing him, praising him. Because what? He's of the world, man. Verse 6, it says, "We are of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai," and it says, "He that knoweth the Most High heareth us, and he that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error." You see, the true prophets, they're of the Most High. Therefore, those that are of the Most High, they're going to hear them, regardless of all the hate that the world is going to be giving them. They're going to see beyond that and say, nah, man, these guys, yeah, they're the men of the Lord, man. You know, because, hey, as scriptures say, the men of the Lord are supposed to come in a particular way to where that the world will hate them. You see? So those that's not of the Most High, they're not going to hear us. They're going to hear the false prophets. Okay? You know, because there's a certain trace that's going to be attached to the men of the Lord, to the prophets, man. Okay? There's certain things that the world is going to be doing to them, such as hating them, not liking them, regardless of what proof that they bring to show that, yo, this is the truth, they still will not like them, because that's just what scriptures say, right? Let's get this in Matthew 5 and verse we'll start at verse 10. It says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Indeed, as we approach more and more into the end, we will be persecuted for righteousness' sake. It is indeed happening now, but it's not on the level to where that we're resisting unto blood, let scriptures say. But yet, on the net, we're still being persecuted to where that people are, they're slandering us, okay, calling us grapists, right? Just bringing out the truth, right? Things of that nature, right? But very soon it's gonna be to the point though where that people are gonna try to put their hands on you, okay, for speaking the truth, man. That's what that's what's gonna happen to a true man of the Lord. That's part of the walk, being persecuted for righteousness' sake, man, for speaking the truth. Right, like it says in Amos. Let's get that in where it says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. You know what I'm saying? If you're a true prophet, man, you will be hated, not loved, man. Not getting praise and people glazing you and whatnot. Nah, man. People will hate you. Mass majority of the people, they will hate you, man. They will not like you. And that's the facts. That's just facts. Where is that? Isn't it Amos 5? Bear with me for a minute. It's not in Amos 5. Hey, him, rebuke. Oh, it is Amos 5. Okay, Amos 5 and verse 10. It says, "They hate him that rebuketh at the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly." Yeah, especially in this day and age where we live in a world where, everything is backed up with lies. People, they don't want to hear the truth. They like scriptures say, they have made lies their refuge. So of course they're gonna hate those that's actually coming with the truth and rebuking them and speaking uprightly, man. Because that means what? We're making them when we speak the truth, all right, it's making these people realize that, yo, I have to hold myself accountable for my actions, and they don't want to hear that. They still want to live in a world where, you don't hold yourself accountable for your actions, for your sins, right? But here it is, nah. The Lord made it where the prophets are waking up, and now, he's making you guys face reality, and people don't like that. Therefore, they demonstrate hate towards us. Us, we speak the truth, 100%. We don't take out nor, sugarcoat things. We bring it out raw, man. It's either you like it or you don't. And at the end of the day, we don't give two fucks if you do or if you don't. If you do, great. That's wonderful news. If anything, we'll rejoice in the fact that you get this. But if you don't, it is what it is. That the mission still has to be fulfilled. Okay, so back to Matthew 5 and verse 11. It says, "Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake." You see, blessed are us for receiving hate, man. So if you're not receiving hate, man, something's wrong. If people are always praising you, you gotta, analyze and see what's going on, bro. It's not supposed to be so. Because when I read the scriptures, I'm supposed to be hated by all men for the Lord's sake. What's going on? How come these guys are praising me? If you're a true man of the Lord, these questions will pop up in your mind. But if you're not, then the praise, you're going to love it. It's going to get caught up in your head. Oh, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. Right? It says, verse 12, "Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you." You see, the prophets that were before us, the same thing happens to them. For instance, Jeremiah is coming to mind, right? He was speaking righteousness. He was, pleading for the cause of our people for the Lord not to bring evil upon them, to send them into captivity to Babylon. But what? How did Jake reward Jeremiah? They devised wicked devices to to basically kill him, man. You know, and at the end of the judgment, I was like, okay, fuck them people. Lord, we bring famine and death upon these people. Let them die. Right? Because what they recompense that good that Jeremiah was giving them with evil. You see, that's what's gonna happen to a true prophet, a true man of the Lord, man. He will be hated, not loved. Okay? So let's get this in John 15 as well. In verse let me see here. This is John 15 and verse I will start at verse 18. It says, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Yeah, okay. The world hated Yahweh Shai before it hated us. Right? Because really, the hate that these people are demonstrating towards the prophets, it's really the hate that they have for Yahweh Shai, because what they see Yahweh Shai within us. Okay? Verse 19, if ye were of the world would love his own. Right? See, if we're of the world, the world will love his own. So, hey, these guys receiving a love from the world, that means what? They're of the world. They're worldly niggas. Worldly prophets. Okay, and worldly prophets, they're not gonna bring true prophecies. They're gonna bring things that's smooth to the palate, all right, smooth in the belly, and take out all the bitters. They're gonna say, oh yeah, we're not gonna see the sword. Matter of fact, the Lord said peace is gonna come. Matter of fact, hey, the end is probably gonna be in 1,000 years, right? They're gonna say things like that, man. I don't really see the end coming now. Really, it's gonna be, in my grandkids' days, because yeah, this, that, the third, right? Because they're in the world, man. The worldly niggas, right? It says, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Straight facts. We're not from here. That's why, we stick it like a sore thumb. You don't vibe with these people anymore, right? When you're in the world, it was no problem to deal with these people. But now, since you have been chosen out of the world, now, it's like it doesn't fit anymore. Okay? Because what the Lord has chosen you out of the world now. You see what I'm saying? Which from the beginning, we were not from the world anyways. There was always things that happened when you were in the world. You're like, I don't know, man. But now, these questions I've been answering, like, okay, I understand it now. You see? So all this love, these comments of praise that these guys are receiving, man, it's all signs showing that, hey, they're not true men of the Lord, man. They're not prophets. Okay, and we got a few precepts to prove to you how that, hey, a man of the Lord is going to receive hate, not praise. Or let's get that in Galatians. Even the Apostle Paul has stated, it might become your enemy because I tell you the truth. Right? These guys are not enemies of the world, man. They're friends of the world. You see what I'm saying? Getting all these praise and shit, man. This is Galatians 4 and verse 6. It says, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yeah. We are become enemies of the world because of telling the truth, man. Hey, when you speak truth, man, hate will be attached to it, man. When you come with 100% truth, that of the scriptures, automatically it is gonna come with hate. But if you speak lies, you speak smooth things, then hey, automatically it's gonna become with what? With praises and oh, good job, this, that. You see? That's just how it works. But hey, that was the point, man. I'm gonna close it off there. Giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach, Chodesh. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.